So today I'm going to be doing a Colourpop eye with an e.l.f. lip. And I know it looks like I'm wearing the same shirt that I had on yesterday, but this is actually a different shirt. I noticed that I wear black a lot because it's like a clean slate. Then I can do whatever I want for colors on my face and I don't have to worry about it clashing. But yeah. So, and another hot day today. Summer is still here even though the calendar says differently. Okay, I've already applied a bunch of products because I know that people do not have the patience to watch long videos, so I'm trying to cut the video back that way. So I started with LA Girl Pro.prep HD High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. And then I applied LA Girl Pro.coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation in the shade Porcelain. Doesn't look like it would be a match, looks like it would be too yellow, but it actually blends pretty well to my skin. Then I used LA Girl Pro.conceal HD High Definition Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I'm going to have to get a backup of this. This concealer is amazing. I actually did already try to get a backup, but that slot was empty at the store. So as soon as they restock, I'm going to have to grab another one of these. And let's see. I set the concealer with Wet n Wild Take on the Day Mattifying Powder. This is absolutely my favorite powder. It's very lightweight and doesn't add any color. It just makes that area perfect, or as perfect as it can be. I contoured my face with my NYX Wonder Stick in light medium. Every time I try to use something different, I always end up going back to this. I just use the contour side. I don't use the highlight side. For a blush today, I used Milani Powder Blush in #1 Romantic Rose. This is just a pretty rose powder blush. For a highlight, I used the new Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in pink. I did a video about these highlighters. I bought 2 out of the 4. If you want to see swatches or anything like that, it's there if you want to see it. And then I bronzed my face with Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light. This is pretty much the only bronzer that I can use because it's the lightest one out there, and I love how smooth and creamy and easy it is to blend. And then I primed my eyes with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot because the shadows that I'm going to be using are on the warm side, so I figured that would go best with those eyeshadows. And I filled in my brows with the LA Girl Brow Kit in the shade Medium. And if you want to see how I do my brows, I just did a video the other day how to get the perfect brows. The only difference is I didn't use this product in that video. I used Milani brow pomade in that video. But I like this too. What I did was I take a little bit of the brow wax and then I mix it with the lighter of the 2 shades and just like create a pomade with it that way. So we're going to take it from there. Like I said, I'm going to use Colourpop eyeshadows, and I'm not going to use a Colourpop highlight, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the highlight side of my NYX Wonder Stick. That's the contour side. And this is just a matte beige highlight color. So I'm just going to grab a small e.l.f. brush and take a little bit of that product onto the brush and just go about the halfway point of the brow highlight area. And just smooth that right along that area. And I'm also going to do a little bit of inner corner highlighting, like so. Okay, on to the eyeshadows. I'm going to use Colourpop SuperShock shadows. These are a little more difficult to work with than just a regular pressed powder, but they're so pretty that it's kind of worth the extra effort. So the first thing I'm going to do is take Brady, which is a matte shadow. And this is just a really nice crease shade. And let's see, I'm going to use this Real Techniques eye brush. And just like yesterday, I hear a plane going over. Wow, deja vu. Okay, I'm going to start on the outer edge and do this pretty high into the crease. So this is going to be sort of a transition shade, I guess. This is a nice color if you have cool toned light skin, because it's gonna blend in nice with your skin but give you a hint of color for that crease area. You can use it as a transition or a crease shade, whichever you want. These are cream to powder, so because they are a cream, it's probably not a good idea to keep them any longer than you would any other cream product. I purge these after 2 years because they could develop bacteria. Okay, so I got just a little bit of a hint of like this pinky mauve shade. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Nillionaire, which is a metallic bronze, I would say. And when I do any kind of shimmery, metallic, frost, anything that has shimmer or glitter to it with the Colourpop on my lid, I like to use my finger because a brush is just not going to apply it that well. So I'm just swirling my finger in this and I am pressing it onto the lid area. Another thing that works if you don't like using your fingers is those sponge tip applicators that come with drugstore eyeshadow palettes. That works too. So if you're somebody that just can't stand using their fingers to apply makeup, if you still have one of those laying around, you can use that. So just keep patting that on until it's the intensity that you want. Wow, this is not showing up on camera for some reason, but in real life, it is. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. Another option that you could do would be to lay down a base powder eyeshadow in a similar color, and then you could pat this on top, and then you'd get more color payoff. I adjusted the lighting a little bit, so I think it shows up a little bit better now. Okay, we're going to move on to Stereo, which is a metallic SuperShock shadow by Colourpop. Now this I'm going to put in the outer V area, and obviously I can't do that with my fingers. So I could use a sponge tip applicator, but I think that would be difficult. So I'm just going to grab a small brush. I have this one from Harmon Face Values. Synthetic brushes work better with Colourpop than natural hair brushes do. This, I believe, is a natural hair brush, but I like the size and shape of this, so I'm going to see if I can get away with this. And if not, I will switch to a synthetic brush. Okay, so I'm going to put this right in the outer portion of my eye. Okay, that is applying. Good. And then I'm going to go right on the outer part of my eyelid and try to blend it with that Nillionaire color. And then I'm taking just what's left on the brush and trying to fade it in a little bit onto the outer part of the lid. Yeah, these do not blend like a powder eyeshadow. They are definitely harder to work with.
It's 11 o'clock.
Okay, I might have to come back and do some more blending with that. I'm going to move on to the other eye for now. Wow, this particular color is really hard to blend. But I wanted this like a cranberry burgundy purpley type shade. That side. I have something called an e.l.f. C brush. Those of you that have been watching my videos for a while might remember me talking about this. It's almost like a magic eyeshadow brush in the sense that when you have too much eyeshadow on a given area, it will just magically blend everything away, like any excess shadow. So you can really pack it onto an area and then blend it out. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is an e.l.f. C brush. So what I'm going to do now is go around the outside edge of this just to blend out the harsh edges. Okay, this is about what I was going for, so I need to bring this side in more. Okay, now what I am going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of that Nillionaire between the two shades to blend the two together. So I'm going to need a blending brush. I'm going to use a MAC 217. Just go right in between the two shades. Okay. I like the way that one came out. This one looks messy. I'm going to try to clean this up and fix this off camera and try to make it look like this side. Because I like the way that one came out. This could take some time, so let me fix it off camera. What I did was I took a Q-tip and cleaned up the edges where it had gotten blended onto my skin, and then I added just a little bit more of Nillionaire to the area that had stereo and just sort of blended it together to try to get them more balanced. Okay, whenever I'm doing these types of colors, I like to use a black eyeliner. 9 times out of 10, I like to use a black eyeliner. I don't know, I just feel like it really makes everything pop. So this is Essence Long Lasting Eyeliner in Black Fever. Gotta put a little bit on the tight line too. And then I'm going to use Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara on my lower lashes. And then I'm going to curl my top lashes. And I'm going to use Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara on my top lashes. I use that Wet n Wild mascara on the bottom because it has a super small brush. So it just makes it easier to do the lower lashes with that type of brush. Essence mascaras are so great. I'm so glad that I decided to try one again because there was one that I used to use years ago that I really loved. And then I don't know, I just kind of forgot that Essence makes such great mascaras. I like their mascaras, their eyeliners, and their lip liners. Those are probably my favorite Essence products. They do make some other nice things too, though. Okay, so that is the eye look. Now we can move on to the lips. I always start with my NYX Lip Primer. This is gonna make your lip products go on better, stay better, not go outside the lines as much. It does it all. It's a great product. I'm going to use Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Bordeaux. This is number 12. If you've never tried the Milani Color Statement liners, they're really good. Wish they had more colors of these. They don't have a ton of colors, so. But when you have a corresponding lipstick that goes with their liners, they are so nice. They're really pigmented, but they're creamy too. But not too creamy. Okay, so I'm just basically outlining my lips. I have a new lipstick to show you, but it's not new. What do I mean? I went to TJ Maxx yesterday, and you know how TJ Maxx sells a lot of discontinued makeup? So I saw this e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick, and the shade is Bordeaux Beauty. Came home, checked the e.l.f. website. They don't make the shade anymore. But it's so perfect for fall that I couldn't resist. So I got this for $1.99 instead of $2.99, which is what they would normally charge for their moisturizing lipsticks. So I couldn't resist. So I'm going to try this out. I've never tried this shade before. I have tried the moisturizing lipsticks, but I wasn't familiar with this shade. So it's just a really nice Bordeaux color. Perfect for fall. Oh, this matches the liner. Fantastic. Trying to pair up your lip liner and your lipstick is such a hard thing. Most people just have like a handful of liners, but that doesn't work for me. I really like to try to match it as closely as possible. I just want it to be a seamless blend. I don't want to see any differentiation between the two. Sometimes when you buy discontinued makeup at places, that would indicate that it was old. This is not old at all. This is going on beautiful. So they must have just discontinued this not too long ago because it's going on great. And the way it was packaged, there was no way that anyone could have tampered with it because it was sealed and really in that box good. You can get some great deals on makeup at TJ Maxx. I don't know, I forget that and I don't go there that often, but I really should go there more often because, I mean, I only saved $1, but, you know, if you were buying a few things, it would add up. They had some other colors too. If you go check out the makeup at TJ Maxx, they have a section that has makeup, but then once you get in line and start heading towards the registers, in that line there's also more. So if you don't see anything you like at the makeup section, make sure you check that out too, because you might miss something good. I wanted to also say regarding Colourpop, I mentioned this in another video, but just in case you didn't see that video, the rumor is that Colourpop is going to be sold starting November 1st at Sephora. I am beyond excited. Now, it's not going to be every Sephora. It's going to be select stores, but I'd be willing to travel beyond my local Sephora in order to be able to see and purchase Colourpop in person. Now, Ulta is going to be getting Morphe, and I have tried so hard to get a date from them, and so far they're not saying, but I'm still gonna keep at it and try different sources. Like I was thinking that if I can't get an answer from Ulta, I would try to go to Morphe and vice versa, and there are other ways to get information too, so I'm still working on that. But yeah, Colourpop at Sephora, November 1st. Morphe at Ulta, the rumor is sometime during the month of October, but I have a funny feeling it's going to end up being November. I don't know why. So let me take my hair down so you can just see the finished look, and I'll be right back. Why I only have time to just do the eyes and the lips because I talk too much. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.